Good afternoon and welcome to our Monday Parnashavari sadhana. We will begin this afternoon in our yellow prayer book on page 1. Dala dava zeba da no bara zeba ga darba da dam je je barda jo bara zeba dam je je zo zeba anam ka da ja sem je dam je deva dan de dong dan ja Yerda lana me ba yang da bara zo ba san jo rambo de do bar za. All mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. De je de sama je je bar de lunga ye sun ge wa lai gu ma she bar de lunga ye ge wa lai gu de re ne zon de nye ma sa ta sam je bar de lunga ye sun ge wa lai gu. For that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue.
Parnashavari.
We go to our Parnashavari sadhana handout, and we begin there at the bottom of page 1. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Supreme Assembly, I take refuge until awakening. Through the merit of practicing generosity and the other paramitas, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of beings. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be freed from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from suffering. May they dwell in equanimity, free from any bias of attachment and aversion. Prostrating, offering, confessing, rejoicing, beseeching, and supplicating, I dedicate whatever slight virtue I have gathered for the complete awakening of all. Samu yige denye la tembe de yongse jirba le gejek Rani Jumden Dema Rachuma Tusumje Sanje Tamje Yunda Jerm Gundo Samoy Yara Samba Sirva Yengar Yang Hoa Sadroba Yedangbo Dorje Nibbana Jada Samba Nanda Namba Yinje Dambe Dingza Dan Ya Niba Hinglo Bambo Samba Yanamba Pema Garbe Den Mebong Barbe Nana Yoba Deya Toga Bamne Pema Dan Dave Den Bam Serbola Ezer Rube Ran Yinje Nana Yeshe Ba Jenda.
Bottom of page 2. This means that all phenomena are primordially completely pure by nature. Within the state of meditating on this, I imagine that my consciousness emerges as a yellow pum syllable. From it, light rays radiate and purify the diseases and impairments of all beings in particular, as well as all their wrongdoings and obscurations. Thereafter, the light rays return and dissolve into the seed syllable, which fully transforms me instantly into the illustrious one, Parnashavari, mother of the Buddhas of the 3 times. My body has a yellow color, and I have 3 faces. My central face is yellow, the left face white, and the right face blue. I have 6 arms. My lower right hand holds a vajra, the middle a battle axe, and the upper an arrow. My lower left hand displays the threatening mudra, holding a noose, the middle a bundle of branches, and the upper a bow. I am sitting on a white lotus in the midst of masses of fire. The pum syllable at my heart transforms into a lotus and moon with a yellow pum syllable on top. From it, light rays radiate and invite the wisdom beings from their natural abode.
Yang Tuga Savola Wende Wangela Renga Gorje Jinja.
We merge inseparably. Again, light rays radiate from the seed syllable at my heart, inviting the 5 empowerment deities and their retinue.
Oh, Benza Gala Sabara Vara Bebe Bade Zazo. Benza Gala Sabara Vara Debe Bade Zazo. Benza Sabara Vara Aloga Bade Zazo. Benza Gala Sabara Ginde Bade Zazo. Benza Gala Sabara Nevada Bade Zayazo. Ome Sava Dadang Abekinza Dama Sova Dabe Wangele Ome Sava Dadang Gada Abe Shegada Samaya Shere Yehu Shibembe Chu Wanga Gagan Chamada Cheye Lama Le Tunya Dreba Vaje Wangela Ranyela Damba.
Om Sarva Tata Gata Abhishin Satu Mam. With this, the empowerment deities are requested to grant empowerment. Om Sarva Tata Gata Abhishekata Samaya Shriye Hum. Thus they bestow the empowerment with water from the vase, which fills the body and purifies the defilements. The overflowing water transforms into a Moksha Siddhi as a crown ornament. The empowerment deities dissolve into me.
Oh, Bejaza Parnashavari Sabara Argambade Zazo, Bejaza Parnashavari Sabara Vara Padendade Zazo, Bejaza Parnashavari Sabara Vara Bade Zazo. Bejaza Parnashavari Sabara Vara Debe Bade Zazo. Beyaza Bana Yavara Sabara Vara Aloga Bada So Beyaza Bana Yavara Sabara Vara Gende Bada So Beyaza Bana Yavara Sabara Vara Nevada Bada So Beyaza Bana Yavara Sabara Vara Shabda Bada So Chuga Deva Jimbe Jengarne Yamla Sokba Neje Jegba Da Teme Jele Jobara Seba Ye Tundran Tele Yamla Sansalo Teme Dinla Sendo Redoma Save Yase Yeyo Ngodanka Ngoda Dorzo Zije Demba Ye Ngoda Lame Kala Sansalo Yumden de Dende Me Dava Longjaran Sharsum Sado and Jeze Drome Yai Yanye Jangaran Zela Zazal Shetoloma Gala Nambaya Davya Dada Dingzo Dorje Nambe Yaware Yimshen Drovan Gola Zazal.
Middle of page 4. Out of the mandala of Dharmakaya's great bliss, you protect against dangerous diseases such as epidemics and against untimely death. I pay homage to you, mother of wish-fulfilling activities. Golden-colored Parnashavari sitting on a lotus seat, your main face is yellow, the right face blue, and the left face white. Your hair is bound up in a top knot, and you are full of splendor. I pay homage to the divine body of the goddess who grants accomplishments. Illustrious one, you are the embodiment of wisdom and compassion. You dwell in the midst of masses of fire, which is burning like the fire at the end of time. With your 3 faces and 6 arms, you look terrifying and wrathful. I pay homage to you, who has 1 leg outstretched and the other bent. Wearing a robe of leaves, holding bow and arrow, a battle axe, and a bundle of branches, Parnashavari, you display the threatening mudra and hold a vajra. I pay homage to you, great mother, protectress of beings.
Lama Jimbe Vijinja Jarva Reknambang Togana Durze Jijam Baba Ranyeja Lidurza Umadava Khenpo.
The crown of myself as Parnashavari consists of the 5 victorious ones. From their hearts flow streams of milky nectar filling my body.
Om Beyaza Bana Yavare Sarvamara Parashamana Om Beyaza Bana Yavare Sarvamara Parashamana Om Beyaza Bana Yavare Sarvamara Parashamana Beyaza Barne Shavara Sarvamara Parayamana 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 Beyaza Barne Yavare Sarvamara Parayamana Beyaza Parna 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 Yavare Sarvamara Beyaza Barna Yavare Sarvamara Brayamana 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 Beyaza Barna Sarvamara Brayamana Yere San Jarakan Rangche Darando Baye Ringa Deva Shekwa Dan Jep Sune Namka Tamche Kanwara Samla Durze Jumpa Nepa Yuri San Jarkan Kange Netan Nuba Tamche Shewa San
I visualize that the whole space of either a region or country is filled with the 5 Sugatas, the goddess Parnashavari. From them, streams of nectar flow down, fill the bodies of the diseased, the region or kingdom, and all diseases and harms are pacified.
Beyaza Barna Yavare Sarvamara Brayamana 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 Beyaza Barna Sarvamara Brayamana Beyaza Barna Yavare Sarvamara Brayamana Beyaza Barna Yavare Sarvamara Beyaza Barna Yavare Sarvamara Baryamana 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 Beyaza Beyaza Parnashavari Sarvamara Parayamana 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 Beyaza Parnashavari Sabara Argam Bodhisattva Beyaza Parnashavari Sabara Pading Bodhisattva Beyaza Parnashavari Sabara Pepe Bodhisattva Beyaza Parnashavari Sabara Pepe Bodhisattva Beyaza Parnashavari Sabara Aloke Bodhisattva Beyaza Parnashavari Sabara Khenpo Bodhisattva Beyaza Parnashavari Sabara Nivede Bodhisattva Beyaza Parnashavari Sabara Shabda Bodhisattva Chuga dewa jimbe jengkar ne yamla sokpa ne jengba da Tenzin chele jobara seba ye, tundren chele yamla sansardu.
Top of page 6. Out of the mandala of Dharmakaya's great bliss, you protect against dangerous diseases such as epidemics and against untimely death. I pay homage to you, mother of wish-fulfilling activities.
Manja badan yang badan kayang damong loye ne jiba dang ne jizaraga te gong ju je so par so.
Whatever I could not procure, whatever was deteriorated, and whatever I did with a deluded mind or made others do, may you forgive all that.
Benzar sado samaya mana balaya benzar sado deno Dundu membarwa sute gayo membarwa sube jayo membarwa anarado membar Sarva sede membara yanza sarva karma sudame sudan sheyang koro hong ha ho banga Sarva dadan gada benzar mame benzar benzar Samaya zando sanje gunje ngowara jirba ye dorje janje lama damba ye dadan kansa semje malaba recho lojo maya da ye yo.
May the great Vajradhara, the true Lama, who is the essence of all Buddhas, grant the auspiciousness of the goddess Parnashavari to all beings of the three realms without exception, and to myself.
Jagwa jembe nimbale doze barde jesara doma Lamo chula jasa sanjane jagwa gale job zedo.
Glorious goddess Parnashavari, you liberate all others and myself from the infliction of great harm. Having taken refuge in you, sublime goddess, please protect us from all dangers.
Dedication, Shantideva.
So we will go now to the blue Drikunkagyu prayer book on page 61, dedication from Shantideva's The Way of the Bodhisattva. By all the virtue I have now amassed by composition of this book, which speaks of the entry into the Bodhisattva way, may every being tread the path to Buddhahood. May beings everywhere who suffer torment in their minds and bodies have, by virtue of my merit, joy and happiness in boundless measure. As long as they may linger in samsara, may their present joy know no decline, and may they taste of unsurpassed beatitude in constant and unbroken continuity. Throughout the spheres and reaches of the world, in hellish states, wherever they may be, may beings fettered there, tormented, taste the bliss and peace of Sukhavati. May those caught in the freezing ice be warmed, and from the massing clouds of Bodhisattva's prayers, may torrents of rain in boundless streams to cool those burning in infernal fires. May forests where the leaves are blades and swords become sweet groves and pleasant woodland glades, and may the trees of miracles appear, supplanting those upon the hill of Shalmali. And may the very pits of hell be sweet with fragrant pools, all perfumed with the scent of lotuses, be lovely with the cries of swan and goose and waterfowl so pleasing to the ear. May fiery coals turn into heaps of jewels, the burning ground become a crystal floor, the crushing hills celestial abodes, adorned with offerings, the dwelling place of Buddhas. May the hail of lava, fiery stones, and weapons henceforth become a rain of blossoms. May those whose hell it is to fight and wound be turned to lovers offering their flowers. And those engulfed in fiery Vaitarani, their flesh destroyed, their bones bleached white as kunda flowers. May they through all my merit strength have godlike forms and sport with goddesses in Mandakini's peaceful streams. What fear is it, alas, that grips the henchmen of the deadly Lord, the frightful vultures and the carrion crows? What noble strength is it that brings us joy and drives away our dreadful night? And looking skyward, they will see the shining form of Vajrapani. May their sins be quenched in joy, and may they go to him. And when they see the seething lava flood of hell extinguished in a rain of blossoms, drenched in scented water, at once fulfilled in bliss, alas, how can this be? And thus the denizens of hell will see the one who holds the lotus. Friends, throw away your fears and quickly gather here, for who is it that comes to banish dread, this youth with bound-up gleaming hair, this loving Bodhisattva saving and protecting every being, whose power relieves all pain, increasing joy? Do you see the splendor of his house that echoes praises of 1,000 goddesses, the 100 gods who lay their diadems before his lotus feet, the rain of flowers falling on his head, his eyes moist with compassion? Thus may those in hell cry out on seeing Manjughosha. And likewise, when through these my roots of virtue they see the joyful clouds let fall their cooling scented rain, their obscuration cleansed by bodhisattvas like Samantabhadra, may all those languishing in hell come now to perfect happiness. And may the stooping animals be freed from fear of being preyed upon, each other's food, and may the famished spirits have such joy as those who dwell within the northern continent. And may they be replete and satisfied by streams of milk that pour from noble Avalokita's hand, and bathing in it may they be refreshed and cooled. And may the blind receive their sight, and may the deaf begin to hear, and women near their time bring forth like Maya Devi, free from any pain. And may the naked now be clothed, and all the hungry eat their fill, and may those parched with thirst receive pure waters and delicious drink. May the poor and destitute find wealth, the haggard and the careworn joy. May confidence relieve those in despair, and bring them steadfastness in every excellence. May every being ailing with disease be freed at once from every malady. May all the sickness that afflicts the living be instantly and permanently healed. May those who go in dread have no more fear. May captives be unchained and now set free. And may the weak receive their strength. May living beings help each other in kindness. May travelers upon the road find happiness no matter where they go. And may they gain without the need of toil the goals on which they set their hearts. May those who put to sea in boat or ship attain the ports that they desire, and may they safely come to shore and sweet reunion with their kith and kin. May those who lose their way and stray in misery find fellow travelers, and safe from the threat of thieves and savage beasts be tireless and their journey light. May children and the old, the weak, protectorless, bewildered in the wild and pathless wastes, and those whose minds are dulled and all who are insane have pure celestial beings as their guardians. May they attain the human state and be possessed of wisdom, faith, and love with perfect livelihood and sustenance. May they have mindfulness throughout their lives. May everyone have unrestricted wealth, just like the treasury of space, enjoying it according to their wish without a trace of harm or enmity. May beings destitute of splendor become magnificent and bright, and those worn down by toil and drudgery acquire great beauty and perfection. May all the women in this world attain the strength of masculinity, and may the lowly come to excellence, the proud and haughty lose their arrogance. And thus by all the merit I have gained, may every being, leaving none aside, abandon all their evil ways, embracing goodness now and evermore. From bodhicitta may they never separate, and constantly engage in bodhisattva deeds. And may they be accepted as disciples by the Buddhas, and turn aside from what is Mara's work. And may these beings, each and every one, enjoy an unsurpassed longevity, living always in contentment. May the very name of death be strange to them. On every side, in all the 10 directions, may groves of wish-fulfilling trees abound, resounding with the sweetness of the teachings spoken by the Buddhas and their bodhisattva children. And may the earth be wholesome everywhere, free from boulders, cliffs, and chasms, flat and even like a level palm, and smooth like lapis lazuli. And for many circles of disciples may multitudes of bodhisattvas rise in every land, adorning them with every excellence. From bird song and the sighing of the trees, from shafts of light and from the sky itself, may living beings, each and every one, perceive the constant sound of Dharma. May they come into the presence of the Buddhas and meet with the Bodhisattvas, offspring of the same. With clouds of offerings unbounded, may the teachers of the world be worshipped. May kindly spirits bring the rains on time for harvest to be rich and plentiful. May princes rule according to the truth, and may the world be blessed with all prosperity. May medicines be strong and full of virtue. May healing spells be chanted with success. May spirits of the air that feed on flesh be kind, their minds imbued with pity. And let no being ever suffer pain. Let them neither ail nor languish, never doing evil. May they have no fear nor suffer insults, and may their minds be ever free from sorrow. In monasteries, temples, and the like, may reading and reciting wildly flourish. May harmony prevail among the Sangha, and may its purpose be all fulfilled. May ordained monks intent upon the practice find perfect places for retreat in solitude, abandon every vagrant thought, and meditate with trained and serviceable minds. May nuns have all their wants supplied. May quarreling vindictiveness be strange to them. Let all who have embraced monastic life uphold a pure and unimpaired observance. May they feel regret when discipline is broken, and always may they strive to cleanse away their faults. May they thus obtain a fortunate rebirth wherein to undertake unfailing discipline. May the wise and learned be revered and always be sustained by offerings with minds suffused with purity. May their renown spread far and wide. May beings never languish in the lower realms. May pain and hardship be unknown to them. Enjoying more than godlike strength and beauty, may Buddhahood for them be swiftly gained. Again and yet again may sentient beings make offerings to all the Buddhas, and with Buddha's unimagined bliss may they enjoy undimmed and constant happiness. May all the Bodhisattvas now fulfill their high intention for the sake of beings, and sentient beings likewise now receive the good the Buddhas have in store for them. And may the Arhats and Pratyeka Buddhas at length attain their perfect happiness. And may I also, through Manjushri's kindness, reach the ground of perfect joy, and throughout the stream of all my lives embrace monastic ordination. Thus may I abide, sustained by simple, ordinary fare, and in every life obtain a dwelling place in perfect solitude. Whenever I desire to gaze on him or put to him the slightest question, may I behold the unobstructive vision of Manjughosha, my protector. To satisfy the needs of beings dwelling in the 10 directions to the margins of the sky, may I reflect in every deed the perfect exploits of Manjushri. And now, as long as space endures, as long as there are beings to be found, may I continue likewise to remain to drive away the sorrows of the world. The pains and sorrows of all wandering beings, may they ripen wholly on myself, and may the virtuous company of Bodhisattvas bring about the happiness of beings. May the doctrine only remedy for suffering, the source of every bliss and happiness, be nurtured and upheld with reverence, and throughout a vast continuance of time endure. And now to Manjughosha I prostrate, whose kindness is the wellspring of my good intent, and to my virtuous friends I also bow, whose inspiration gave me strength to grow.
Okay, long life praying.
So we'll go back to our yellow Gurchen Institute prayer book on page 22 for long life prayers. Page Page 28.
Sanje do namga dawa jabe sewa simba jine zela zorwa inde oi mane be me oi mane be me oi mane be
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for our weekly Parnashavari sadhana. Thank you, Venerable Khenpo Tenzin. Thank you, Abao Lama. Thank you, Bunima Lama, for guiding us in this practice. May every being ailing with disease be freed at once from every malady. May all the sickness that afflicts the living be instantly and permanently healed.